Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee Talk Tuesday, and this week Paul is here. So anyhow, there's a few things going on this week. For instance, Paul just got back, well not today, but recently, from going down by our daughter Melissa and her husband Dan. He is a mechanic and he owns his own
motorsport mechanic shop.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we got, what I ended up doing is I got a truck full of tires from him. Been wanting to keep hoarding up some tires because we got so much work to do around here that we decided that sandbags were too expensive and we can get tires for free. And we have, if you've seen our land before, it's very, it's not flat at all. It's got a lot of hills and stuff, so we got to build a lot of retaining walls, and we think the tires are going to work great for retaining walls. So we need hundreds and hundreds of tires, so every time we get a load of it, it works out really good.
Yeah, so we don't have nearly enough right yet, but we're getting there. And it really helps him out too, because then he doesn't have to figure out or pay for getting rid of these extra tires. And so yeah, I mean, with all the sand we have, it should work out great the way Paul's going to do it. But then, Melissa also gave us tons of leather. Can you guys see this? I hope so. See all this? So it's that nice smooth leather on one side and suede on the other. Now, I'm not really sure what her company does, where she works for, but they ended up with all of this surplus leather, and I think they're going to have it for a while. And Dan is going to be using a whole bunch of it, or has been, for seat repair at his shop. But they still have lots and lots of extra, so she asked if I wanted some. I said, sure. Whatever she wants to give me, fine. And Paul and I are trying to come up with a bunch of ideas on how to use it.
I'm gonna use a little bit of it, but we got so much of it, just a small piece for UTV, just to put a new seat cover on it because it's got tears and holes in it. So we'll use some for that. But yeah, any suggestions that you guys have, because we can get all we want. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of yards, different colors. I mean, everything from grays, whites, blacks, browns, tans. We can get all different colors of it, so we're just looking for some ideas that we can use it, because we don't like throwing anything away.
Yeah, we don't want to waste it.
Right, and we figured it'll go good with something.
Yep, and I'm going to show you guys a picture, actually, of all the stuff we collected this week. Not the leather, but also wood, because Paul's getting ready to make our beds.
Yeah, about 4 years ago, we were demoing a factory. It was actually a warehouse close to where we used to live by Milwaukee. And they had all these lofts in there, and we tore all these lofts down, and they had all this old Doug fir, which was in beautiful shape. It looked brand new. Floor joists, all 2x12s. So I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of linear feet of these floor joists, anywhere from 12 feet long to 20 feet long boards, 2x12s. So we are going to make a lot of raised garden beds with them. Those, and then I got access to lots of pallets. So we are going to use the pallets and cut those in half and use those for fencing to keep the small critters out around our raised garden beds. And we really want to do a lot of raised garden beds, flower beds and stuff, and really start every year, go more and more landscaping here. Of course, it's going to take us several years to get what we want, but we'll start off. We're going to put a couple of big beds in right away this year with them, and every year we'll just keep growing, because we really don't want to mow the grass. We just want to have our landscaping for around the cabin to be more garden and flower beds.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we get a lot of grass around here anyways. But you know how it goes. It's like some here, some there, and then you got to have a push mower just for little bits, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt, and it doesn't look good. So we're going to get as much done as we can this year, and you know, just like with any other house, little by little by little, as you have time and as you can get it done, that's what we're going to do. And the first big bed, I'm not sure if we're going to do this with all the beds, but the first big bed we're looking at doing that hugelkultur. I've been wanting to do it for years, and we just haven't done it. So we have so much wood around here, you know, a lot of fallen trees, tons and tons of branches. I mean, everything that would work perfectly for that.
Right.
And I think this area doesn't really get a lot of rain, at least not what we're used to getting, being as we used to live more south in Wisconsin. I think that area tends to pick up a lot of rain. But anyhow, the hugelkulturs help to retain moisture in your beds. So that's one of the things I was looking at, especially because to try and water beds here in an off-grid cabin where you're collecting your own water would kind of be a real pain. So that's kind of what we're looking at doing, what we got planned for this week.
Right.
Other than that, what else have you been up to, or anything that...
No, I mean, we got some ideas that we're coming up. We're gonna get some 275 gallon water storage containers, and we'll be setting those up to help store more water and gutter systems. Redoing our whole gutter system on our pole barn for water storage. Now that it's summer too, I'm thinking about putting more water storage outside and just having our hose run out there to keep more room for us in here.
Yeah.
To not have the water storage in here and just have it in the wintertime and the summertime have more. So a lot of different ideas and things that we're going to try, because most of it is all trial and error anyway when you're homesteading and living off the grid. So what works sometimes at one place in the country may not work in another place, weather restrictions and such as that.
Yeah, and we're gonna get going on that fairly soon. But this spring has just been so wacky, and I've been hearing from a lot of people around the country how different it is this year for them. Although I feel like spring is one of those seasons where you just never know. It can be really cold and wet, or it warms up too quick. You know, well here it's been cold. Like, it's April now, and we're in the 20s. So, and we haven't had any rain much. I mean, we did have some the other day, but...
Yeah, we were way behind on our rainfall for the
year. Yeah, and so, I mean, it's not the end of the world if we don't get the gutter system or the rain barrel system set up tomorrow, is
right.
What I'm getting at.
Yeah.
We still have a little bit of time to go, But it's definitely on the list. So anyhow, make sure you guys, if you can, leave some comments below as to what you think we should do with that leather. I mean, I'm sure we could do a lot of different things, but right now, not really thinking about it. I mean...
Yeah, it'd be nice to get some ideas because I'm kind of got a mind block on what else to do with it. But like I said, it's really good product. It's really good stuff, and there's got to be some uses for it.
Yeah, somebody's got to be, have an idea on what to do with it. I mean, if anything, we could try and sell it, I suppose. But I would like to have, a few projects done with it. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed our Coffee Talk Tuesday. It's always nice getting together with you guys. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber already, and make sure to thumbs up. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.
God bless.